Hey, I wanted to do a little follow-up video real quick about the 422 cam and the issue we were having with the geometry pushing the witness mark to the outer 1/3 of the valve tip. Turns out those push rods that came with that engine were not factory length hydraulic roller push rods. They were plus 200 or plus 50 thousandths. So they measured 7.250 instead of the 7.200 that it's supposed to have, which totally explains why we were getting the wrong geometry mark, pushing it out to the 1/3. I wanted to be totally honest in our videos, that way if anybody else is following along, I wanted to just make sure it was clear to everyone. Always check your geometry, never leave it to chance. It's just not worth it and it's too easy to do. Always check your parts, always check your geometries, your clearances. All of these measurements are what play into making more power and making more longevity in your engine builds. But I want everybody to know, I had made a comment in that I think it was my last video, about the push rods being too long in that engine. Lo and behold, Richard got home, did a little measuring. Voila, there's our problem. Here's my sign. Those weren't stock length push rods. So basically we're going to go ahead and start by buying or borrowing a geometry tool to kind of give us an idea to verify, because based on the witness marks we were getting, I'd almost guarantee those 7.200 factory length push rods are going to put it just darn near right in the middle where we want it. Howard's cams does make a 7.144 just in case we need to account for material cut off the deck, or maybe those heads have been surfaced too many times. I don't know. I don't think so, but we do have options and we will make sure that geometry is proper. I just want to make sure everybody had that information just in case they were following the build, or if they're building their own engine, or whatever the case may be. I was going to give everybody something to look at while I run my lips. This is an adapter for a wastegate that you bolt to your, I believe it's just a side tie style manifolds for that turbo, factory turbo setup. It basically sandwiches between the flange of the manifold to the flange of the turbo, and then gives you an outlet or a port to mount your wastegate to. Richard's done a lot of port work on this thing because he gasket matched it top and bottom. It had a fairly large amount of material that had to be removed on the top and bottom of it, and then he went ahead and blended it all the way through so it was a straight flat shot like he was supposed to. Just the opening to the wastegate, I mean, as big as that scribed, if you look at that, as big as that circle is on that gasket mat or scribe, literally the inside of that hole was probably about as big as a nickel. Like literally super restricted. So he just took his time, slowly cut that bad boy out to the gasket and blended it all the way into that main chamber. So I thought he did a real good job, especially on steel like that, because that crap takes forever to cut. You just got to keep working it. But I wanted to give you guys something to look at while I was talking, and I wanted to give you an update on that push rod length, because we are still working on it, and we will get that thing running hopefully soon, because he's updating some fuel system issues, running a direct line. I don't know what all he's doing. So I'll get more done and get more videos as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.